It was Christmas Eve in a small town in the heart of the Midwest, where snowflakes gently fell from the sky, dusting the streets in a perfect winter wonderland. Inside a modest home on Maple Street, a little girl named Lily sat quietly by the window, staring out at the glowing Christmas lights that twinkled from house to house. The warmth of the fireplace flickered behind her, but her heart felt cold. Lily was only 6 years old, with wide brown eyes and a bright smile that could light up the entire room. She'd spent the entire month preparing for this night, writing letters to Santa, helping her mother decorate the tree, and even leaving cookies and milk by the fireplace, just as the tradition went. But tonight, as the clock ticked toward midnight, there was something different in the air. She wasn't looking forward to the gifts this year. She wasn't thinking about the shiny toys or the clothes she had asked for. No, Lily's heart had been focused on something far more important. She wanted to feel loved, to feel seen, to know that someone had thought of her when they went out shopping for Christmas presents. But that wasn't the case. Her mother, who had been working double shifts at the local diner, had tried to make the night special. She had promised Lily they would celebrate together, but as the hours passed, it became clear that there would be no gifts under the tree this year. The money just wasn't there. Lily's father had passed away when she was too young to remember, and her mother had done everything in her power to make sure Lily never felt the void. But tonight, as Lily sat by the window, watching families around her gather, she couldn't ignore the aching loneliness that filled her chest. Her mother came into the room, her face weary, eyes red from exhaustion. She sat down beside Lily, wrapping her arm around her, but Lily didn't lean in as she usually would. Instead, she pulled away slightly, her small voice trembling. "Mom, is Santa still going to come?" she asked, her eyes hopeful, though she feared the answer. Her mother swallowed hard, looking at the tree where only a few modest ornaments hung. "Of course, sweetheart, Santa never forgets. He's always watching." But deep down, Lily knew. She had seen the worried look on her mother's face when she checked the bank account earlier that day. She had noticed how her mother tried to hide the bills that piled up on the kitchen counter. Santa wasn't coming tonight. Not for her. As midnight approached, the house grew quiet. The Christmas lights on the tree shimmered faintly, casting a soft glow in the room. Lily pulled her blanket tighter around her, trying to shut out the sound of the clock ticking. She didn't want to cry. She didn't want to make her mother feel worse than she already did. But then, just as she was about to close her eyes and drift into a sleepless, tear-filled slumber, there was a faint knock at the door. Lily's heart skipped a beat. Her mother looked at her with confusion in her eyes. "Who could that be?" she whispered, glancing at the clock. Her mother opened the door, revealing a man in a thick red coat, his face partially obscured by a scarf. In his hands he held a large, mysterious box wrapped in sparkling gold paper. "Merry Christmas," the man said with a warm smile, his voice deep and gentle. Lily's eyes widened. "Who are you?" "I'm Santa's helper," the man replied with a wink. "I have a delivery for a very special little girl." Her mother stepped back in shock. I didn't order anything." The man smiled again, as though he knew a secret no one else did. "It's not from you. It's from someone who's been watching over her." With that, he handed the gift to Lily and turned to leave. "Enjoy, young lady. Merry Christmas." Lily stared at the box in disbelief. Was this really happening? She had been so sure she was forgotten. She quickly unwrapped it, revealing a beautiful hand-carved wooden doll, one she had dreamed of having, but thought was far too expensive for anyone to afford. Her mother watched, her face full of disbelief and wonder. "Lily, who could have—" But Lily didn't need an answer. The mystery didn't matter. What mattered was the love that had been shown to her, the gift that had come when she least expected it. As the man disappeared into the night, Lily felt a warmth fill her heart that went far beyond the warmth of the fireplace. It was the kind of love that transcended all material things, the kind of love that no amount of money could buy. It was a reminder that sometimes, even in the hardest of times, there is magic in the world, and that love has a way of finding us when we need it most. Lily didn't need to know the identity of the man who delivered the gift. The next morning, she discovered that the man had been none other than the town's old postman, who had recently retired. He had known Lily's family for years, and when he heard of their struggles, he used his small pension savings to purchase the doll for Lily. He had done it because he believed every child deserved to feel the magic of Christmas, even when the world seemed bleak. As Lily grew older, she learned the importance of kindness, generosity, and the quiet miracles that happen when people come together. And every year, when Christmas Eve rolled around, she would remember the night she was left without a gift, and how someone's unexpected kindness had given her the greatest gift of all, a reminder that love, no matter how small, can make all the difference. Sometimes, when we least expect it, we are given the gifts that matter most, gifts of kindness, love, and the knowledge that we are never truly alone. Don't forget to subscribe Story Time with Harry for more interesting stories. Thank you for watching.